Hello, welcome back to my channel. It's Sam from the Soul of Stella with another pick a card reading here for you today. And this one is all about what are their intentions with you. So this could be a friend, or it could be a potential lover, or it could be someone that you're actually in a relationship with now and you're just wondering like, where is this going to go? Of course, it's always best to have an open, honest conversation with someone rather than relying on the collective reading that is a pile in a tarot reading. So with that, I just want to say, only take what resonates. Everyone does have free will and time is fluid. So we just need to take everything with a grain of salt. But really, this could relate to different people. Different piles could relate to different people in your life. So take a moment, ground yourself, have a think about what pile is best for you and the person on your mind. This is pile number 1, this is pile number 2, and this is pile number 3. The timestamps are in the description box below, and I will see you in your reading. Okay, pile number 1, this is your reading all about what is the person on your mind's intention with you. And I've already pulled some cards. We're going to dive into what are their intentions when it comes to you, towards you, with you, okay? Let's see if we can get some answers for you here. Okay. Okay, we've got mediator and queen. Okay, so someone who, it does come across that this person is feminine, but however they may not be, we do energy, but the energy is a regal presence in your life. So possibly someone that has some kind of like authority in your life. This could be a friend that has more sway on you than possibly other friends or family members, or it could be a mother, it could be a boss with that queen energy, but it's someone who uses their benevolent authority to protect others. Okay, so someone who does or should have someone's best interests at heart. So it does give me like boss, employer, maybe like manager, someone you're close to at work, or it can give me the impression of being a mother or like leader of the pack in some kind of way here. But with mediator as well, it's someone who also tries to protect other people by the way that they negotiate terms and conditions and strategy. It says gift for negotiating fairness and strategy in personal and professional life, respect for both sides of an argument. Okay, so this could be, it does give me friend vibes, like someone who's trying to, also therapist, but that's a weird side angle. I'm not so sure about that one. Someone who feels like they're trying to protect you from someone else, or is trying to give you advice about someone else. This person comes across as someone who has, or you see them as someone with a little bit of magic to them, okay? And that's possibly why you divulge so much to this person. It does feel like this person is some kind of like mentor or some kind of like sounding board for you in some way, shape or form. Their intentions here are coming across as someone that you may be in separation from, or someone who wants to put some space between you, but wants to instill in you that love is coming. And I think this is a healthy connection, because I feel like it's someone who understands that when you meet someone that you're going to have a loving relationship with, that there's going to be space between you two, because that's what they want for you. They want you to find your other half. They want you to find your person, and they understand that you're going to feel, especially with this Cupid's arrow, you're going to feel struck by love. And it does come across that they want that for you, even though that they will be yearning for like fun times that you used to have together. We've also got the key, successful outcome to your problems, seahorse, family matters, clouds, temporary problems, and mountain, major challenge to overcome. Which gives me the feeling that this person is really trying to prepare you for reality in some way, shape, or form. Again, the mothering energy. It could even be like a big sister kind of vibe, or a big sibling, let's just say that. But a very feminine energy is coming through. Just someone very nurturing, okay? So that if it's a masculine in your life that you were thinking about when you were drawn to this pile, it's someone who has a lot of nurturing capacity for you. And they do seem insightful with this magic here. They do seem like they have a wisdom that you have yet to tap into, or have yet to understand for yourself, or have yet to experience for yourself. High priestess kind of energy here. So someone who just seems like they're all knowing, all seeing, and that they understand like almost like the psychology of people on a deeper level. And I think they're trying to really tell you that you are the key to your own success, okay? And they're trying to say, look, it's like in love and war. There's going to be clouds, there's going to be mountains, but there's also going to be happiness and new beginnings. There's something about this key that feels like a new beginning. And they're almost like preparing you or pushing you in the right direction of, look, I know that you're trying to find love, and that maybe a friend that you talk to about different dates that you go on or who you're looking for, and maybe they've had more experience in that field than you, and they're just trying to like tell it to you straight, but also be the devil's advocate for the other person that you may be dealing with, so that you can see both sides and learn to see both sides for yourself in the people. It's almost like they want to train you up to think practically, logically, and not always with just your pure, beautiful heart, so that they can prepare you for the real world, so that they can prepare you for a time where you don't need them so much. And not in a way that they don't want to spend time with you, but in a way that they want to make sure that you're safe and protected and can make good and wise decisions for yourself. Especially given that, you know, if you're heading, like there is a sense that you could be heading into a relationship where you move in with someone with Cupid's arrow and the key here. It does feel like you're possibly moving in with someone, or you're moving out of home when it comes to family matters. If you relate as someone who is younger and having that experience, moving out of home, and they're trying to prepare you for saying like, it is going to be tough. There are going to be things that you are challenged independently with, but I want you to see that you'll always have us here, or me here. And you are the key to your own issues here, and you are the key to your own success. And just have faith that the right thing is coming towards you, okay? Because it says, have faith, love is coming, okay? They know that you're a catch too. And this person's really like, they're your hype queen, but they're also very like real queen. Do you know what I mean? Like they're really like the friend that keeps it real with you. They're going to say, like it used to be a thing to say, does my butt look big in this? And your friend would say, yeah, that's not for you. It's that kind of vibe, but like obviously not so much about physical attributes. They're more concerned about your heart and how you present and protect your heart. But also at the same time, they do want you to love. They do want you to be in love and have love and experience love, but they do want to give you the facts. Like it's not going to be all sunshine and rainbows and unicorns. And that is a good friend. That is a good person in your life, okay? So their intentions for you are good. Their intentions for you are to kind of prepare you for truth and clarity, and to prepare you to trust yourself in a sense, and also to prepare you for the inevitable challenges that the adult life is going to swing your way, okay? So their intentions are really good, but their intentions are also to step out of the way when they're no longer needed so much. They're very prepared to do that. And there's something about a tattoo, okay? This is very specific, but they want you to bloom like a rose, okay? They want you to bloom like a rose, but that your memory or the imprint of this time and this like a kind of like apprenticeship, traineeship that they've kind of had you in, will be imprinted on them. Like there's this look of a tattoo here, but there's also a look of like everlasting love. You know, they're not going to forget you. They're not going to forget the time spent together, and you've really made an imprint on them, and they're hoping that they've made an imprint on you and taught you enough. Like they're really conscious of, well, like wanting to teach you enough to overcome your own battles, to fight your own battles, to remember what really matters as well. With family matters here, it's like, remember where you came from, you know, and that's that parenting kind of energy as well. Can we get some more information, please, Spirit, on what is pile 1's person on their mind? What is their intentions for pile number 1? What is their intentions for pile number 1? What is this person's intentions for pile number 1? This person knows that you are about to embark on a journey of your own that they cannot fully protect you from. They also understand that there's going to be a big change in your relationship, a big like death energy, if you will, and that doesn't necessarily mean physical death, but it can mean an end, okay? So it's an end of a period, okay? And that's what I was getting with that separation energy there. They know that this time together will have its end date, and it's not that it will end completely, but it will transform in some way. With that death energy, it does talk about transitioning to a new phase. It does talk about rebirth into a new energy, a new cycle, a new relationship, and the new definition of what your relationship will look like. It's a symbolic death and rebirth, okay? But they're really saying, like, they understand that you're going out into the world. You're going out into this new job or this new relationship, or you're moving state, you're moving away from them. And they understand that you're going to have to make decisions on your own, and that sometimes you are going to feel left out in the cold. You are going to feel lost and lonely. And sometimes you're really going to be questioning yourself. You're really going to be asking yourself, why is this happening? Like, why can't I go back to the comfort zone? Okay. And this person may have really provided a comfort zone, especially if they were the one who was dishing out the discipline in terms of the queen. Like, here are the rules that we live by within these walls. But they were also protective and providing. Okay. So they may have been putting food on the table, a roof over your head, gifting you with things that you needed when you needed them most. But there is a sense of this person being very fair and very upfront with you, and respecting your needs and wishes at the same time. Almost like as you're going through your teenage years, your mother is like preparing you for the real world. There's very much a sense of that. They know that your priorities are going to shift, and they're not always going to be about them and the space that you guys held together at that point in time. And they understand that you're going to have to learn to find your own balance. You're going to have to learn to make a no decision that should have been a yes decision, and deal with the consequences, and vice versa. Okay. They also understand that they can't, as much as they want to give you their advice is not going to always stick as the best advice for you, and that you are going to have your own time to figure things out and actually rebel against some of the things that they like disciplined or ingrained or taught you. That you're going to rebel in some way, and find your own rebelliousness, that you're going to find your own feet in the mistakes that you make. Okay. And there's no stopping you. There's no changing that you're going to go against the grain. You're going to be original and have your own original thoughts, and you're going to have your own beliefs that shape, or experiences that shape, the beliefs that then you live your life by. Okay. They really understand that you also are a free spirit, and that this period of your life that you're moving into is actually calling for you to have passion and adventure. Okay. You could be setting off traveling around the world or something like that. And they understand that that's going to serve you well to experience these things, but it's also going to serve you well to have a sense of adventure instead of getting too bogged down with what is right and wrong. They understand that this period of your life that's what's needed, is for you to actually enjoy this period of your time. And that they really are going to have a period. I really feel that they're not going to hear from you for quite some time. And it's because you're going to be figuring all this out for yourself. You're going to be out in the world, making your own decisions, learning your own ways and learning your own beliefs through, through, not right and wrong is not the right way to say it, but through your own original experiences, through your independent thinking, and you're going to have a sense of rebellion. Both of these cards, the Hierophant in reverse and the Knight of Wands, do talk about being a little bit rebellious, and being a little bit hot-headed as well. But they know that your charm is in that period of, or your charm is actually in that courageousness that you have. With rebelliousness can come like a sense of courageousness, and there's charm in that people will find. The people that you come in contact with outside of this person is actually going to find like you're going to find a lot of friends that way. You're going to find a lot of admirers that way as well. You're going to find a lot of people that want to protect and nurture you because of that charm, that you're actually going to get by with this rebellious energy. Even if you make mistakes, as much as they don't feel like mistakes, in this person's eyes, they may appear to be, that's not what I taught you, or that's not how I would have done it for you, or, remember where you came from kind of energy. But they understand that you're going to be okay because of who you intrinsically are. With the Four of Swords, they're also hoping, and the Four of Cups as well, Four of Swords and Four of Cups, they're really hoping that you don't forget them. Okay, they're really hoping that you remember who you are in this process. And especially when times get tough. Okay, it's interesting that on this side, you've got the clouds of temporary problems and the mountain of a challenge to overcome. They're hoping that you remember to look after yourself and to say no when you really mean it. Okay, to actually have some boundaries and assertiveness and to protect yourself in that sense. Okay. But protect yourself starting with self-love and self-care, and to remember where you came from and who you are, and to remember to prioritize your peace, okay? They really don't want you to miss out on anything, but they do want you to miss out on the things that could really hurt you and harm you. And that's a beautiful energy. They want you to have some time of contemplation. Both of these cards can talk about taking a minute before being too hasty, okay? And especially when it comes to really challenging issues. I feel like over here, the issues that you have are more like finding your feet, whereas the issues over here feel more like when the going gets really tough, when you feel completely alone and you feel like you have nothing, then I want you to remember to take a minute, to pause, to remember who you are, to gather your thoughts, to really think on what's important to you and make decisions based on that, and based on loving yourself first and putting yourself first and looking after yourself in a protective sense as well. So if you are traveling or you're moving or be protective of your mindset, be protective of your physical body, be protective of locking your doors, be protective of your emotions. Don't let people sway you in directions that you would be unhappy to go in later on. Let's see what this person would say to you if they were really honest. And I think this person is really honest with you, but I just want to get one or two cards here. My life is not as together as it seems. Yeah, I think they've been really honest with you and giving you the reality check of I thought I had it all figured out when I did that, but actually it's always harder than it seems. I'm grateful for the spiritual lesson, and they're grateful for what you have been able to teach them, okay? As much as you see them potentially as someone quite magical and all-knowing and wise and possibly a little bit witchy, and you're like, how do they do that? I think that they actually have really valued this time of mentor-mentoree kind of situation, and that as much, and a sense of apprentice, or what's the word I'm looking for? Just someone who protege is the word I'm looking for. someone who they've been able to impart something to. And in fact, by imparting this wisdom to you, they've actually learnt more about themselves and possibly more about the world through your eyes, because it does feel like there may be a generational gap between the two of you. And although this person's been really honest, you may have actually helped heal some of their past stuff that they've told you because of your attitude and because of your drive and free-spirited nature and free-spirited thinking. So they're very grateful for that. All right, let's get some advice for you with this pile, and looking, and not so advice, but like looking into the future of this connection. Don't stop, okay? Don't stop believing. It's up to you. Yeah, I feel like this is advice directly from this person. This is the stuff that they've been saying to you. Don't you dare stop believing in who you are. Don't you dare like stop adventuring. I'm not going to stop you from having this experience. I'm not going to stop you from having this adventure. It's totally up to you. And this looks like a young girl, right? And it's like, believe in your inner child, okay? It's up to you. This person is saying, I know who you were in this time, and now it's up to you to form who you're becoming, okay? And compromise. There's a sense of balance. Yes, they're really trying to say to you here, and that's that mediator energy. They can't help but remind you of the balance, that no matter how hard it gets, remember who you are and remember to have fun in the chaos, okay? But also, no matter how hard it gets, remember to take care of yourself. So have fun, take care, find the balance between that, find the equilibrium, but also find the equilibrium between what I taught you and who you're becoming, okay? There's a sense of balancing out the light and the dark, and balancing out who you were with them and who you are now, or who you were with them and who you will be when you come home, that kind of energy. Okay, so this is very interesting. I was not expecting a reading like this to be the first one, but I do hope it's resonated with you in some way, shape or form. Pile number one, thank you so much for being here. As always, I appreciate the likes, the shares, the comments, and I will see you in the next one. I wish you all the best. Bye. Pile number two, this is your reading all about what are their intentions with you. The person on your mind, what are their intentions with you, towards you, for you? This could be a friend, a family member. It could be a lover, potential lover, someone you are in love with, in a relationship with, anything, okay? So we have here the Avenger, okay? Desire to balance the scales of justice, righteousness on behalf of society or oneself. The Avenger. Are they trying to avenge something with you? You've also got Pioneer here. So this is someone who's like wanting to go first and wanting to do what hasn't been done before. And you've got the Death energy, which is this murky colored card. It always kind of, it feels SHIT, if I'm going to say. And it feels like an end, okay? So if we look at those three cards alone, before I put the rest out, it's like I wanted to make something right that ended and start something over again, but better, and do it better than we did last time, and make it like, can we start fresh like it never even happened, and can we do it like no one's ever done it before? Okay, so this does kind of feel like a relationship, and it's interesting because then the next two cards are Twin Flames and Love Call, okay? So someone who wants to reach out, get back in touch, put some rebirth energy into this death energy here, because from SHIT, which this card always reminds me of, from that, obviously it can be compost. It can be, that's where like good nutrients can grow, especially when we're talking about like horse manure and stuff like that. Okay, so it does feel like someone has been at a distance. It does feel, because of the map here as well, this person has been at a distance. This person has been traveling their own path for some time, and a light bulb has gone off for this person, and they've really gone, I need to get in touch with the person who has imprinted. There's a sense of imprinting, this tattoo kind of shape here. It just feels like you've made an imprint on this person to the point where they can't get you out of their head. They perhaps thought that they perhaps took you for granted. I can't lie. It just feels like a thief in the night, a thief in the night. Someone who kind of like was hot and cold with you, would come and go, like very Zorro energy, like I'm here, now I'm not, now I'm here, now I'm not, you know, and there's just something quite dramatic about this person. And they might be trying to sneak back into your life. They might be trying to spy a little. So if you've got social media, they might be trying to kind of keep tabs on you here. And I think they're like, their intentions are really saying, I want to create something new. I want to like recreate. See, the heart inside this light bulb going off for them is like, I'm having an epiphany of the heart. Like my heart chakra has literally burst open, and now I need to get in contact and rebirth what I thought I had buried with this person. Because this person I can't get off my mind. This person I think about at night. Okay, there's very much a sense of that. No matter how much distance I put between you, like I just can't stop thinking about you. They feel like no one compliments them like you do in terms of like coupling, that you make their light shine, that you make the light in their heart go off. They have a passion for you that they can't actually forget, and they need to express it. They need to reach out to you, and they're going to reach out to you. They're going to pick up the phone and call you. They're going to send you a message. They're thinking of you, and they want to let you know. Okay, then we've got parrot. Someone will gossip about all your secrets. Interesting. Then we have crib, birth or conception of a child or enterprise. And it's interesting because that's that rebirth energy, right? That's that, let's make something tangible out of this. And then you've got bear, danger, especially in money matters. Okay, this person might be seeing you have a hard time at the moment. They might be seeing you potentially having a breakup from someone else, or having a hard time with friends or people that you like, having a hard time trusting people. And it could actually be because of this person's past behavior that you have this like residual resentment, residual distrust of people and what they say and do. And it's almost like you need proof now. Okay, you need proof that it's almost like you need proof that someone is innocent, but you're going to see them as guilty until proven innocent. Okay, with this bear energy, it's like you feel like your nervous system is on the attack. It's ready to attack. And possibly you have had some gossip around you. Possibly you're possibly even afraid that there's going to be gossip about letting this person back into your life. But you may have been struggling financially. You may have been struggling because of someone's silly rumors, you know, something like that. Even if you both work in the same company, but like you're in different offices, or you're like virtual and you don't see each other, or there's distance between what this relationship used to be, there is something about someone saying something that has upset you, and possibly has upset your money, has upset your finances. It could even be something like, because this, if we look at crib, is like a bed. It is a place to sleep. And it could actually involve your home or getting a home. So someone may have said, oh, don't rent that place out to this person because of the person they used to engage with. Okay, so if this person was disruptive in your home previously, then there's someone who knows about that and has said, I don't want to rent this out to you because of who you entertain, who you know, because of that silly ex of yours, you know, something like that. Or it could be like there's a work situation or a business situation strongly coming through. Okay, someone gossiping about your secrets, enterprise, and then money matters. Okay, so it can feel like a bad rap or a bad rep. Someone has left like a bad review or something like that, and you could be really struggling with the knock-on effect of that. And it doesn't have to be super dramatic, but it can be enough that it's like, that's put a dent in my savings, or it's put a dent in my earning capacity for right now. And I do think that this person sees that perhaps whoever's doing this gossiping and this ruffling of feathers, and I just heard the word kerfuffle come through. So whoever's causing this like just unnecessary like hiccup, this person is actually kind of like, damn, I used to do that to this person. I used to do this to pile number 2. And now I need to set things right. And in fact, I need to come through as more of like a hero. I need to come through and pioneer like a new relationship with pile number 2 that will actually set things right for them, but between us as well. Almost like, well, I can set this right by helping them with this. Okay, there's that kind of energy that this person has for you. Can we get more information about this person on pile 2's mind? What their intentions are with pile number 2, please, Spirit. What are their intentions with pile number 2? So funny. So funny. Oh, I can hear your hero, baby. Yeah. I can take away your pain. Oh. Whatever you gotta do, mate. Whatever you gotta do. Okay. Goodness. This person wants to catch you. Okay, I know Twin Flame is here, but I think that this person may have fooled themselves. Potentially. Only take this if it resonates. If you're like, I absolutely want nothing to do with this person has fooled themselves into thinking that you are their twin flame, and they want to come through, again, like I said, with that hero kind of complex or that godlike complex of saving the day. With the Emperor here, it's someone who is entrepreneurial, boss-like, okay? Someone who comes in and gets stuff done, who provides some kind of structure and authority and discipline and control. Very divine masculine of this person. But the reason I'm not seeing it as completely like healed divine masculine, high level divine masculine, is just this devil energy and the tower energy here. And I think they're very obsessed with you. They're very obsessed with how they, like this plan of theirs coming to light. And they do want to correct things, but in a very dramatic way that could possibly cause more upheaval for you than you want. However, if I just want to get a clarifier on that. Is this a good energy? Goodness me. Okay, 6 of Wands, victory. Ace of Cups, new love and relationship. Knight of Wands, someone who's coming in hot. And the 10 of Cups. Yeah, okay. It's possibly a really good energy, but they're just... Let's say they're learning how to do it right, okay? They're learning how to do it right. Their intentions are good. This is why we do readings like this, okay? Their intentions are good. However, they may pull it off in a not so great manner. But if we can accept the humanness in everyone, then their ego is really being damaged by what damage they actually did before, from what they self-sabotaged with you before. And I feel their ego is not quite repaired from that. And in fact, that's why they want to come in so hot. That's why they want to come in so savior-like. Because when it's, the Emperor is next to the 8 of Swords, okay? And I think that they have had limiting beliefs about coming forwards towards you, that you are going to be blocked off towards them and towards their advances, and that's probably why they're over asserting themselves, and that's why they want to come through as boss energy as they possibly can to win you over. It's not even woo you over, apologize. It's like, I'm winning you back because I'm saving the day, so you owe me that. Do you know what I mean? But their intentions are good, and I think that they have very much been in their head about coming forward with you. They've been weighing the decision up, and they're actually wanting to create some balance with you and for you, okay? They may have been dealing or juggling multiple people, and that might be where they see that they have toxic energy, okay? And that might be where they see that they've had unhealthy attachments since you, and that might have been the exact cause of the relationship breaking down previously, the death of the relationship previously, is their toxic attachments. And so they've been really in their head about this, about is pile number 2 going to keep seeing me as the person that I was, that was lustful of others or greedy in some way, who really fed my shadow self? They may have been like had some unhealthy addictions, and it might have had to do with the way they spend money, okay? So it might have been about gambling, and they, every time they would get some, they would lose some, they'd get some, they'd lose some. But they do, if we read this as like how they want to appear now, although they've been in their head about it, there is a sense of, I want to boss up over that energy. I want to boss up over that energy of myself and that image of myself that I've portrayed already to pile number 2. I just don't want number 2 to see me like that anymore. Okay. And so this sudden change and upheaval can be an awakening of their own, like acknowledgement of their own ish. Do you know what I mean? And that's interesting because we were talking about how that looks like SHIT. And so they might be really addressing and having a death of ego for the best possible outcome, which is the 10 of Cups, which is happiness, which is the apology, which is the love, which is the victory and the recognition and the success of winning you back. And literally winning is what they want. They see you as a prize, like the one and only, their person, can't let you go, can't get you out of my head, gotta have you. I've got to like step into my courage, right? And I've really just got to do this. Like there's something that's calling them and pulling them and driving them, and they're all hot and heavy about it. They got a lot of hot and heavy feelings for you. And I do feel like that if they've had obsessions and addictions, then they're very much the type of person who is going to have an obsession or addiction towards you. Okay. And they want to come through and change something radically. It could end in a little bit of chaos, okay? It could result in a little bit of like, what are you doing? You're making the same kind of mistakes here, pile number 2, people saying that to you. But there is a sense that this could really be something that you've wanted and you've been nostalgic about, and that you've potentially dreamed and hoped that this person would have this kind of epiphany. As messy and human as it's possibly going to be, there is also a sense that, well, we can actually start something completely over in a new way. And I believe that good people do address their own shadow sides, and they can actually change, especially if this person has gone and gotten help, okay? Especially if this person has realized they put themselves in this prison of separation from you, in this prison of their limiting beliefs, their thoughts, their destructive beliefs and thought patterns actually getting the better of them and destroying what is essentially their good-natured heart, okay? Their heart that wants to be righteous, and their heart that wants to balance the scales. And again, they want to balance the scales here. They want to balance the scales and take your mind away from the toxic side of things and more towards, they want you to be as lustful for them as they are for you. And they're hoping that they can break that foundation with the Tower card here, break the foundation of that old belief, that old relationship completely away. Let's burn it to the ground and let's have that fresh new growth come through. Okay, they want a clean slate of innocence. With this 6 of Cups, they want to look in the mirror and be proud of themselves, but they do get a sense that you two are mirroring each other. So you may very much relate to having done this in your own life, having experienced such a pain from this person. You might have then gone and sought it for yourself, to experience it for yourself. In a weird way, that's sometimes what twin flame energy does. It can have like a very, like, I've experienced this, an active and reactive kind of effect. And as one, so the other. As above, so below. It's just like you both are addressing the shadow sides of yourselves and shadow addictions and obsessions and habits and thoughts and release. Okay. And I do feel a very urgent and sudden release. Okay. And this person is hoping that creates healing, that creates a comfortable set of arms for you to rest your head in. After all this, that's been going on potentially with your work, they want to come in and save the day. They really do want to come in and save the day, but they're saving themselves first. Okay. Their intentions are really good. They want happy family, blissful love with you. And they want to set up like a life with you. Their cup is overflowing for you. Okay. And there is a sense of family here too with the 6 of Cups. There is a sense of creating new memories. Okay. There is a nostalgia for the good times that you guys used to have, a nostalgia for the good times. And they're really saying like, I want to create more good times to come. Let's get what else they would actually say to you. Maybe when they make this love call. or what they're thinking about with their intentions right now. What would they say? I don't react when people mention you. So that might be some of the gossips and secrets, okay? They're not actually like telling people anything about you, even when other people are trying to get stuff out of them, okay? And you might be doing the same thing. Like I said, the mirroring effect here is strong. That when people mention this person and their bad behavior, you don't react because you're actually like, well, I've since indulged in some of that myself, and I can actually see where this person was coming from. And I think it's because you also want to make moves towards each other. I lost myself for a little while. Obvious, mate, obvious. I feel like there's more. Just being near you is intoxicating. That's the devil energy, okay? And that's also the Knight of Wands energy. They're really, really infatuated with you, and they know when they get close to you, there's no going back. And that's why they want to set things like right and redo. Like, let's have a do-over. Let's put a whole new bulb in this lamp and like turn it on, and it's got like color changing, shiny, glistening, holographic effects to it. You know, they want to be and energy saving, really. They want to create something that is healthier with you. You and I were too young, okay? So there might have been things that you guys really had to learn and mature and grow from, and that's often the case with twin flame energy. It is up to you how you take this. Of course, if you missed my intro, we always want to take everything that comes from a tarot reading with a grain of salt, because we are still talking to a collective energy when we do pick a cards. But I've tried to be as honest as I can with what I'm reading here. This person does have good intentions. It just may not always come across as a neat, perfect little package, but that's okay, because I feel like you're also going through some stuff. But time is fluid and people have free will, so you can do what you will with this, and this person will also do what they will with this as well. Can we see into the future a little bit with their intentions and some advice with these cards, please, Spirit? Some outcomes, advice. Change in the next few months. Within the next few months, things will start to come through. The communication will start to come through. It may be friendly at first. The dolphin card, the dolphins on this card always speak to me as like friendly communication, but I also think of it as high level sophisticated communication as well, because they're very intelligent creatures. And I think they're wanting to create like a sense of community here and a sense of friendship with you. And they want to say, you are my world. Look at the world held by the woman in the middle there. It's like, you are my world. Just being near you is intoxicating. I want to speak with you, and I want to speak with you frankly and honestly. And as honestly as I can, because I'm winning this. Okay, I need to avenge my shitty behavior and turn this around so that we can turn the light back on in this connection. Remain positive that this communication is coming in as it should, okay? As it should. And what I mean by that is it feels like that righteousness is also divinely guided. This situation feels divinely guided, okay? Remain positive that within the next few months, I mean, look at the gold, and there's a lot of steps towards this golden house, again with the crib energy. It's like they may not be rushing towards you like they want to with this Knight of Wands energy. It may be slow and steady, or it may take a minute and then they rush in. Do you know what I mean? And then it creates like a little bit of chaos as they come through and rectify things with you. And it's like they're at the bottom of the stairs like Rocky, you know, and they're just like building up their strength, and then they're just going for it, okay? And they're going to take time to get up those steps, and they're going to be hot and sweaty getting to you, but remain positive that the intentions are good here, and that there will be change for the better in the next few months, okay? That is what I have for you, pile number 2. I hope this was useful. As always, let me know in the comments below, because I love hearing your stories, and I'm always cheering you on, how this resonated. And if you liked it and need to share this with someone else, if you're like, wow, you're going through something similar, please do like, share, subscribe, and yeah, I will see you in the next one. I wish you all the best. Bye. Pile number 3, welcome to your reading. This is all about how the person that you are thinking about, what their intentions are with you or towards you, okay? You guys got the most cards that I've already shuffled for you, not looking at them at all. So if you missed my intro, please remember that this is still a collective reading, even though you've chosen a pile. And we are talking to a couple of people. So use your intuition, use your best judgment, okay, about what to actually take on board here when we're talking about someone who has free will and where time is fluid. We are going to get an overall intention though, okay? So what are their intentions towards you and with you in this situation? All right, we have the alchemist, someone who transforms base motives and goals into golden wisdom. We have the rescuer, someone who provides strength and support to others in crisis, acts out of love with no expectation of reward. And child eternal, determined to remain young in body, mind and spirit, ability to see things with fresh eyes. We also have hunger and caution, okay, that look like warning signs. Hunger and caution. It's like the amber light before the red light, and then you've got the red light and it says stop. Just stop. Okay, so that's concerning. But this is probably how they see you. They feel like they're because we've got girl talk and wedding rings here. Okay. We've got hand, in need of help, assistance and guidance, which can be that rescuer energy as well. We've got lobster, financial pinch, and dog, protection from a powerful friend. Time with friends, moving on, happily single, living life, having fun. Alchemist, rescuer, child eternal. Interesting. I want to get some tarot straight away because this is a lot. This could be someone that you have been married to, or it's someone that wants to marry you. Okay, if this is someone who wants to marry you, I think they're cautious because of what other people have been telling them, okay? I think they're cautious because their possible, like, girlfriends, guy friends, whoever around them is saying, hey, you're a powerful person who has a lot to give. You've got a good nature, right? You're a fun person to be with. You're also good at what you do, okay? There's some kind of magic element to them. So they might be a scientist, or they might be into spiritual things, or they might be someone who takes like wood and makes a home. Do you know what I mean? Like they're a tradie or a builder, or, you know, someone who takes something and makes something extraordinary, an architect even, something like that. So they've got people in their ear that are saying, hey, pile 3 kind of looks like a red flag. Not trying to call you out, but this is like, I need to read it as honestly as I'm seeing it. And they're possibly saying, like, you always come in with the life boy, especially the life boy of your heart, right? If I can bloody pick up this card. The life boy of your heart, you're willing to chuck it in to save freaking anyone at this point. Because that's how much of a giver you are. Like, and these people are trying to pull your person up and be like, hey, just take a sec. Take a sec to see who this pile 3 really is. Because you're here, like, ready to throw the life boy in, rescue this person. Potentially pile 3, you're the one who's in need of a hand. You're the one who needs a powerful friend right now. And you're the one who's in a financial pinch. And this person has the means and the wherewithal and the resources and the attitude, the willingness to step forward and help you. But their friends are kind of saying, and they do see that as like how they could be in a union with you. But I think their friends are saying, hold up, you know, just take a second to make sure that it's all okay. However, if these cards here are this person is in a financial pinch and this person needs protection from a powerful friend and this person is the one that's needing a hand, I think their intentions are to not tell you about that, okay? Because with the hunger, the caution, and the stop, they might be struggling. They might be hungry for more because they've always experienced more, or because they're someone who knows their power and can actually turn something into nothing. They know they can turn water into wine. But if they're actually like feeling a little bit fragile with this child eternal, they're feeling fragile to admit that they're struggling. Okay, and that's where they're like, stop, don't tell pile number 3 what I'm going through. So it's going to be different for all of you, but I feel like I had to cover both of those options, that if you're the one in the financial pinch, they want to come through and save you, but they're just kind of like holding back for a second to see what you will do to help yourself first. And it's just so that they're asserting healthy boundaries for themselves and not hurting themselves, okay? And possibly not hurting what they've created for their own resources. Not saying that you're a bad person, but that's a mature thing to do, right? Especially someone who's potentially been hurt, and especially someone who likes to live in the moment, like this person is coming across that they do. There comes a time in someone's life when they live in the moment like that, where they go, okay, I could make the same mistake that I've always made here, so I'm just going to pause, okay? And there's a strong sense of pause with these 2 cards. But I also get a sense that they don't want to stop, okay? They don't want to stop because this hunger here is saying like, yeah, I see the amber light, but like I'm going to ignore the stoplight. Or if it's the other way around, like I said, if this person is the one in a pinch, they actually don't want to express it to you and they're stopping themselves from expressing it to you. Can you tell us more, please, Spirit, about pile number 3's person on their mind and what their intentions are towards pile number 3? What are their intentions towards pile number 3? What are their intentions towards pile number 3? I'm actually going to stop there for a sec. The Magician in reverse and the Page of Cups in reverse. Yeah, both of these cards say stop, really. I was actually going to get clarification on which kind of end it was for the majority of you, but I think these cards are clarifying it for me. This person has a deep sense of insecurity here, okay? And I think this person is the person who is in a pinch. And they're normally the powerful friend. I have to say that because the Magician is here, but the Magician is in reverse. And when the Magician is here, that's the alchemist, okay? They know that they usually have the capacity to come forward and be the powerful friend and to help people to transform situations, by investing in that person, by offering them a life buoy, okay, with the rescue energy there, or by somehow like helping this person transform something. But this rescuer energy is actually at a point where they can't rescue themselves from this situation that they've gotten themselves into, because they're doubting their intuition, they're doubting their potential, they're doubting, and there's possibly a sense of like they're looking at the child eternal, their nature to be young of mind, body, and spirit, and they're actually like ashamed of themselves. I'm getting that sense where they're just like, for once, like here I am able to rescue other people and I'm able to do all these good things, then why the heck can I not solve my own problems right now? Like why the heck can I not tap into my power right now and save myself, especially when I'm trying to like come through to pile number 3, potentially with their heart, right? And they're just feeling completely blocked by their own like level of immaturity. They're really being hard on themselves. Their insecurities are rife and they're just like, you silly little person. They're just like, you're too young of heart and mind and body. for pile number 3. You're buggering it up. You know, you're not making it work because I'm trying to keep this positive attitude. Where has that got me? That's got me nowhere. Now I'm in this pickle. You know, I should just move on and be happily single like my friends are telling me to. And I can't get this person. They can't get you out of their mind. They want to have an eternal love with you. Or if they're married to you, they're actually so ashamed and they think that you're talking with your friends about what's going on here, and it makes them even more ashamed and embarrassed. Like, to the point where they just want to cancel everything out. They just want to stop. They want to shut the world out right now because they feel out of touch with themselves. They feel like they've been deceptive to you because they can't actually meet the potential that they once did. They feel like they just want to escape from everything right now. And it's because they aren't tapped into who they are. It's because they're having trouble reaching their magic. And this might be a dark night of the soul for this person. It might be all an illusion that this person is having based on possibly, you know, comparison to someone else can be at play here. But I think mostly it's because they're doubting themselves because of this financial pinch that feels like it's come out of nowhere, and their inability to be on the receiving end. Okay, so this person does come across as masculine, and they're having trouble putting their hand out to receive. Okay, and that might be them having that dark night of the soul where they actually have to speak to their feminine side, because we all have masculine and feminine sides to us, to speak to their feminine side gently and with positivity, and say it's okay to not always be on, and to not always be magic, and to not always be powerful and in control. And it's okay to feel like you haven't got it all figured out, and that you're worried, and that you're messing things up, and that you can't be there for other people the way you possibly need this person to show up, and you're wondering, like, where are they, right? This is why their intentions are, look, I want to be who I normally am, and I want to make things right when it comes to the union that we have here, but I'm really struggling. So now that we know that it's that situation, okay, these 2 cards want to make themselves known. King of Swords, mental clarity for this person, and King of Cups. There's all the masculine energy, okay? And it's interesting that King of Swords is with the Magician when this person feels confuddled and muddy in their thinking and in their power and their energy. They feel like their aura is weakened. It's interesting that King of Swords is coming up next to the Magician, and with this Page of Cups in reverse, who feels like they've neglected their inner child and the positivity that they once had, that they've got this huge creative block here that's causing them like an issue with problem solving that they would normally be so good at, that you actually have the King of Cups who's emotionally stable and balanced, okay, and who is actually intuitive and empathic. So this person still has these qualities here. They still have their high standards. They still have their integrity, and they still have their desire to come through and support you, or the desire to be honest with you, and their desire to just show up for you as who you need them to be. They're actually trying to put head over heart at this point, because they really, and that speaks to them in that stop motion right now. As much as they're hungry for you, the warning signs are here for them to say you're not who you need to be, although you want to. Are they going to communicate? Are they going to communicate? Are they going to tell you how they're truly feeling? Because this King of Swords is the truth bringer, right? They're the voice of reason and authority. And I feel this person is trying to reason with themselves so that they can come through emotionally to support you. But will they? What is their intention in the future in resolution of this issue? What is their intention as time goes on? Will they come through and speak their truth and share their heart instead of, because this is like, here I am trying to put head over heart to address my magic, and then I'm going to put heart over head. So there is a sense that they will balance that out eventually, but will they communicate? I've just got a very strong emphasis on this stop energy here, and Spirit was telling me to stop shuffling. So what's come out here is the Page of Pentacles. This is someone who wants to offer you a, I'm going to say fresh start, but it may also be they want to offer you help, okay, like they normally would. They want to offer you a gift. They want to show you their best side, but the page is often like the teenager of the deck, and so they're really feeling not in their magic. They're really feeling not in their Kingsley state, but they're going to try. They're going to try their very, very best to alchemize what is going on for themselves. And I feel like they need to alchemize their pain to turn it into their own pleasure. They feel like if I stay stuck in this energy, if I stay in this stop motion, if I let this lobster keep picking at me, I'm actually not going to have the union that I want, and I'm actually going to be mad at myself for the truth that I know inside my heart to be true, that is you. Okay, there's a strong emphasis of I have to stop stopping myself. Okay, they are very aware of it, and they do want to come through. It may not be in the state that you normally see them, so I feel like they might come across a little bit sheepish, a little bit shy, a little bit less like put together than they normally would. But I feel like you, pile 3, are the kind of person who's going to be like, it's okay to not be okay. Okay, there is a sense of like, this person wants to be faithful. This person wants to create something with you. They want to offer you something, even though it's less than what they normally or have provided potentially to other people. And they want to provide it to you. They want to provide a union with you, but they're just like, shit, this is all I'm going to be able to muster up at this point in time. And like, will you accept this offer despite me not being, it's like, will you accept this starter version of me where I feel like I have to start all over again, or where I feel like I have had like a battery change, you know? And that feels like a battery change too, you know? It's like the warning light that the charge on your phone is about to die. Okay, and I think this person has had all the warning signs that they have had their energy completely zapped from the state that they were normally in. Very, very interesting message. Let's see what they would say to you when they do come through. They've been manifesting you, and this is not how they wanted to show up for you. This person may have been going through a divorce. And they're scared of how other people in your life will view them. I know I messed up everything. I feel like there's one more. What would they say to pile number 3? Thanks. I know I was a distraction from your pain. Okay, I know I messed up everything. I know I was a distraction from your pain. Okay, they're really seeing it like, damn, pile number 3 deserved better. And now they're kind of, I mean, this is the teenage them speaking, okay? They know they messed up everything, but really they've just been so hard on themselves. They've been so critical, and now they're teenage like, well, you know, you were just entertaining me because they're really seeing themselves as unworthy of the attention that perhaps you've ever given them. Because of the way they feel personally about themselves. And that may not have been the case for you, but that's how they're going to come across, of like, you know, I wasn't enough. But it's not fishing for compliments. It's just that they really are low on the energy that they normally show up with. You speak to me through music, okay? So yeah, there may have been a song that you guys shared that was special, or every time they turn on the radio, they're just like addressed, like or like faced with this conundrum yet again, and they're like, oh, here I am trying to like fix my stuff, but pile number 3 keeps coming through in the music and I just can't stop thinking about them. And that's why I'm gonna have to bite the bullet. I'm gonna have to, you know, resolve some of these upside down, topsy-turvy energies that I'm experiencing, and I'm gonna have to come through as 2 kings instead of the magician. I'm gonna have to come through as the Page of Pentacles and just offer my best. That's all I can do. And I think that they will hear from you that that's all you've ever wanted, is for them to show up authentically, and that it's not about the money or about what they can provide you, and that it's okay to take help from someone else, even if it's a listening ear. Okay, you might not be able to financially help this person, but in fact there may be, like, I get a sense of like collaboration as well, that you both recognize each other as high level people, and that's why this person really wants to come through as the best possible version of themselves. Otherwise they wouldn't care so much, right? So I do feel a sense that they see you as someone that they could really alchemize their life with, if they're really honest. But at the moment they're just feeling they're succumbing to the darkness, and they're really just they're having a moment of truth, and they're going, look, I have high standards. I know pile 3 does as well. I know they're devoted to me. I know they'll be truthful with me. So here I am showing up as this. I'm going to give them what I've got. What is the advice here, or the outcome here for pile number 3 and this person? This person has good intentions, okay? They're just struggling, and they want you to know that, but they kind of don't want you to know that. Wow, that's a lot. Look, abundance right there. Straight off the bat, abundance. This person is used to that. Ask for help from others, okay? They're struggling with that. This is so on point. They're going to take action anyway. And the no is actually in reverse. And I never really read reversals of this, but that was a whole set that fell out, and the no's in reverse. They're going to have to say, they're going to have to face this stop energy and be like, stop saying stop. Stop stopping yourself, okay? And that's that no. That's the no. They're like, say yes. Just give this person, give pile 3 what I've got now, and let's see what they say. They don't want you to say no, okay? They're going to take action with the best shot that they can give you, okay? So they're wanting abundance with you. They're afraid to ask for help, but they're going to have to do it. And they're curious on how you will react to this. They really want you to say yes, and they're going to stop stopping themselves, is what I get from this. So I hope this was useful, pile number 3. Please let me know in the comments below if it resonated in any way, shape or form. I always love to hear your stories. And of course, like, share, comment, subscribe. If you feel anyone else needs to hear one of these readings, then of course, please send it on. But I'm so grateful for you being here. Thank you so much. I will see you in the next one. Bye.